Hey Silver Screen fans, Nathan Alexavier here from silverscreens.com, and welcome to another episode of Alexavier at the Movies. Today we're going to be looking at Pirates of the Caribbean, Salazar's Revenge, or as it's known as across the pond, Dead Men Tell No Tales. So what I want to go into today is one specific aspect of this movie. There's something I took away from this movie, but I've decided to base today's question on. And that question is, do you think that the character of Captain Jack Sparrow has kind of lost his steam? Do you think that this character has gone as far as they can go, or at the very least, do you think that the creative decisions around this character are wrong and they have taken the character of Captain Jack Sparrow in the wrong direction? I personally think that they have. I think that what they have done to the character of Captain Jack Sparrow has basically undermined some of the better creative decisions that they made in some of the previous movies, vis-a-vis the first one, second one, and even the third one. Or actually, I'd say probably more specifically the second and third one, because I think it was in the second and third one, Dead Man's Chest and At World's End, I think they gave a brand new dynamic to the character. They gave a new angle to the character we hadn't seen before. They gave the character of Captain Jack depth. They gave him an emotional storyline. They gave him something. Basically gave the character a little bit more meat on the bones. You know, he had to deal with decisions and he was placed in situations that meant that himself as a character, he had to tap into emotions that he wasn't used to expressing. He had to be selfless. He had to make a decision. Do I do the selfish thing? Do I do the selfless thing? And if I do the selfish thing, then what does that make me when all is said and done? I know that I'm a pirate, but if I make this decision that can result in the deaths of people that I actually do care about, where does that leave me? And I always found that was something very interesting to follow and to see being played out in the original movies. But I absolutely fundamentally disagree with the decisions that they've made for the character in the most recent movies, the most recent two movies. I feel that what they have basically done is made Captain Jack Sparrow a caricature of himself. They made him a parody of himself. And in my personal opinion, from my movie viewing experiences, when they decide to do that to any character, that's when it's time to retire the character. And I think that that's the direction that this character has regrettably gone into now. I think that Johnny Depp truly is the only actor in Hollywood who can play this character. He was born to play this character. And I would love to see Johnny Depp make the executive decision to do something else with this character, to turn the direction that the arc is going in a direction that will please the audiences that have become the most critical of that character. But I wanted to know your thoughts and feelings on basically the creative decisions of this character, as I know that it has torn a lot of moviegoers, especially with the most recent movies, because the main criticism has actually been aimed at the character of Captain Jack Sparrow. There's been a smaller percentage of criticism has been aimed at the narrative, but the majority of it has been towards the character. I think the reason for that is because the primary selling point of the entire franchise of Pirates of the Caribbean was the character of Captain Jack Sparrow. When you think of Pirates of the Caribbean, you think of Captain Jack. Captain Jack is Pirates of the Caribbean. He is the franchise. So to speak, the fate of the franchise and the perception of the franchise rests on the shoulders of Captain Jack and Johnny Depp. But anyway, this is a short video just to get your thoughts and feelings on the character of Jack, the direction they've decided to take his character in, if you agree with it, if you disagree with it. So throw a comment below and also check out the full written review on thesilverscreens.com. and I will see you all again very soon. Thanks for tuning in.